Alright, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing another beer from the Oskar Blues Brewery, and they're headquartered in Longmont, Colorado, and this is their Mama's Little Yella Pils. So they're calling this one a Bohemian Pilsner, which is essentially a Czech-style Pilsner. Comes in at 4.7% alcohol by volume, 33 IBUs, and at the time of review, this can is approximately 3 months old. So another review from Oskar Blues, another one of their like core offerings. When I first got into craft beer, I grabbed a lot of their stuff. Dale's Pale Ale, this beer, Old Chub, 1050, Deviant Dales, a whole bunch of other ones. So it's been a while since I've reviewed or tried this one. Obviously, I've never reviewed it, and it's hard to find this one relatively fresh. It's about 3 months old, so not super fresh, but a lot of times when I see this, it's like 6 months old, 9 months old. So we're going to review it relatively fresh, and hopefully it's delicious. I remember enjoying this one to some degree. I didn't think it was amazing or anything, but I didn't really start enjoying Pilsners until the last couple of years. Anyway, let's give it a pour here. So again, it's a Czech-style Pilsner, which I enjoy if we're talking about Czech versus German style. I will take the Czech style all day long. Reason for that is because I like the balance to the Czech style a little bit more than the German style. That's just me though. Everybody has a different palate, right? Anyway, so yeah, it has that golden straw color, see-through, good carbonation, about almost 2 fingers of a fluffy, soap-sudsy, bright white head. Plays the role. Let's get a nose. Ooh, that's real nice. So a little bit of that lager funk. I don't get that a lot with Pilsners, but there's a little bit of that lager funk going on here. As it starts to die out, there's a nice bready, biscuity kind of malt character. A little bit of a lemon zest. And then there's this real nice, more like a floral, almost grassy type of note to the hops. Yeah, a lot of times they'll be like earthy and spicy. This is more like floral and grassy. Smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. I can already tell. Really like the malt character in this one, right from the get-go. A nice, complex, bready, biscuity, almost like a honey-like type of sensation. Buying this one, lower side of medium body at 4.7%, fine with it. Mouthfeel, crisp, clean, super refreshing, very crushable, very spritzy on the palate, but not, so for me, I always find that I enjoy the Czech style a little bit more than the German because I feel like the German is a little bit more hop forward, a little less balanced, and then there's more carbonation. This is a little bit more carbonated than I'm accustomed to from the Czech style from what I've been drinking recently. It's still nice though, it's not crazy carbonated, like moderate carbonation. The taste. Again, it's like slightly, almost like a very slightly toasted, kind of like white bread. Definitely bready. It's a little bit of biscuit, almost like you drizzled honey slightly on the biscuit. Like not the sweetness that the honey provides, but more of like an actual character. As it passes through, there's a little bit of lemon zest that hits, and then right after that, it's floral, it's grassy. This finish is semi-dry, mild to moderately bitter, super well balanced, very crushable. 4.7%. Again, in all my reviews, I always mention the ABV, or try to remember anyway, the ABV and how it compares, or if you're getting the alcohol, can you feel it, whatever. Beers like this, you're drinking a beer, but like the alcohol is not as straight out of the palate. You don't feel warm in the chest and all that stuff, and you shouldn't. Yeah, really nice. 3 months old. I've never had this like super fresh, like, a week or two old. But for something that's 3 months old, like this is drinking extremely well, and I imagine it's going to hold up for even longer. Beers like this that's just how it is. This isn't, some kind of crazy new aged, triple dry hopped IPA where, 6 weeks in it falls off. Anyway, really good beer. Better than I remembered. I think I gave this one back in the day like a 3.5, 3.6, just because, again, I wasn't drinking a lot of Pilsners, but this is really solid. And yeah, there's not much more to say about it in terms of the characteristics. It's really well balanced and just a really crisp, clean, refreshing Czech-style Pils. Rating on Mama's Little Yella Pils from Oskar Blues. Low 4 out of 5, 3.95. I think that's a fair score. Stylistically, it's probably 4.25, 4.3, something like that. But own personal preference, 3.95 out of 4. Price point availability, I think these are like $10.99 a 6-pack in my neck of the woods. So less than $2 a can. And availability, I don't know with Oskar Blues, they get a lot of distro. So if you see like Dale's and Old Chub and 1050, you probably will see this one as well. Although that is not the case for me all the time here. On the local shelves in most of my beer stores and grocery stores, you usually see Dale's. You typically see 1050, sometimes Old Chub. Very rarely do I see this, and like I said, not fresh. So, you know, your miles may vary, your mileage may vary, depending upon, you know, where you live. But if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Because again, as far as the Czech-style Pilsner goes, really well-made one, especially from American Brewery, and super crushable. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers.